The biggest challenge that I am hearing from homeschoolers lately is that they're struggling with their routines. This is hands down the biggest challenge when it comes to homeschool. And the younger your kids are, the more you are at an advantage. I'm going to encourage you to take all of your schooling and set it aside and focus on the flow of your home. Make sure that you have your routines in place. Make sure that you have bedtimes under control, your morning time under control, and a natural rhythm through your day. It's kind of like a roller coaster. There's busy times and then there's lulls in your day. Focus here. It is November right now at the time of this video, and if you were to focus on this between now and January, number one, the holidays are going to get in the way, so that's what we call a monkey wrench. However, you can start to look at what does your day look like? What's the rhythm of your day? The teaching part of school is a waste of your time if you're standing in the middle of chaos, if your kids are out of control, if you never get to breathe, if you never feel like you can exhale. This is such a critical part that it's a full week's module inside the Homeschooling Olympians Masterclass, because if you don't have your routine under control, then you add on top of that, you add math and writing and history and science and art and all of those things, meal planning and laundry. Your brain's gonna explode. Okay, it's gonna be like one of those cartoons where the smoke comes out of your ears. And I want better for you. I want you to enjoy the freedom that homeschool allows. And you can start with the core things. Now here's where you're going to struggle, because I struggled with this too. In order to focus on your routines, other things are going to have to give. You're going to have to push some of the academics aside, but that's okay. You're not going to miss anything unless your kids are 17 and getting ready to graduate, 16, 17. If your kids are younger, you are going to miss nothing. Repeat. Nothing if you focus on routines over the next 1, 3, 6 months and just get your house in order. You will then be able to teach from a place of rest. And doesn't that sound good? This scurried hamster wheel is ridiculous. I know I spent a lot of my homeschool career on that hamster wheel, and I can tell you definitively, with that crystal clear vision that you get when you're on the other side, that the times of peace, the times when we had our routine under control, the kids learned so much more, and there was so much more joy and connection in the house. And that's what you want, right? You don't homeschool to stir up chaos and confusion. You don't homeschool to frustrate yourself to no end. You don't homeschool to stress your kids out and to stress your relationships out because there's no time to breathe. Without a routine, you're just going to be jumping to the next thing, trying to get it all done. But you're never going to get it all done, and that's okay. So that's my encouragement for you today, is to take a step back and to observe your day. Figure out, and it takes time, right? You're not just gonna know this right off the top of your head, but take a step back and try to identify the natural rhythm of your day. When do your kids wake up in the morning? When do you wake up in the morning? When is the most active time of day that if you're not outside playing or doing physical things that the kids kind of implode? When is that? When is the quiet part of the day when you and your kids need rest, at least for 5 minutes to an hour? When do you eat? All of these things. And take a step back and start writing it down and seeing if you can find the natural rhythms of things that have to happen throughout your day. If you want to know where to start, like where can you start tightening up your routine right now today, I'm going to suggest that you start with bedtime. It's like the key to everything. Figure out when you and your kids do best to go to bed and start to pull it. Most people have their kids going to bed too late, and that's kind of a gray-haired judgment, but grab your bedtimes with your kids and pull it back into a slightly earlier time, even if it's only by half an hour, and start to figure out what that bedtime routine is so that you can do that on rinse repeat. Once you have bedtime under control, then your kids are going to sleep better, you are going to sleep better, and then you can start to face your day with a more positive attitude. So routines, it's paramount to your success as a homeschooler. I can tell you that if your kids are young, if they're 8 and under, and you don't have routine under control, you're setting yourself up for disaster when the hormones start to flow. So if your kids are little, congratulations, you're in the best place to actually impact your future homeschool. And if you need help, just know that that's exactly why we have the Homeschooling Olympians Life Coaching Program, because I didn't do it alone. I had help from people that had gone before me as well. And that's what we do here inside Homeschooling Olympians. This is the free group. This is where you get like the tidbits of everything that we do, but there is a full program. We're ready to support you at whatever level that you are at. But start with routines. I've talked to half a dozen homeschool moms this morning already, and all of them call the routines their biggest stumbling block. And it is something that I hear over and over and over again. So if you need help, raise your hand and I will get you information for Homeschooling Olympians. Share down below which part of your day you're having the biggest struggle with, and maybe we can come together as a collective hive and kind of troubleshoot each other's days. But again, start with bedtime, because it is the key to getting enough sleep, which will help you be able to face the chaos tomorrow with a bigger smile on your face. So anyway, I have a group coaching call with our Homeschooling Olympians in a few minutes. We're going to be talking about cardboard and creativity, and I'm super excited. So I'm going to go finish getting ready for that. And if you guys have any questions, just holler down in the comments. Talk to you soon.